When Mercedes decide to launch a brand new sports car, quite naturally they want to do it in style, which is why they brought us here to Quinto do Lago, Portugal's playground for the rich and famous. But spectacular though it is, I'm not here to try some meaty new Merc. Because I'm here to try this tiny little one. It's the latest from Mercedes offshoot Smart. And don't laugh, it could be the answer to all our prayers. It's a rear-wheel drive, mid-engined, turbocharged sports car for under 15 grand. And it's only Insurance Group 8. First impressions? Well, it hasn't exactly got classic sports car lines, that's for sure. But believe it or not, the wheelbase is actually 1 centimetre longer than on a Porsche 911. It's just that with no overhang at either the front or the rear, it's still a very short car. I definitely don't like this very abruptly chopped off rear to the roofline. And these massive different textures of plastic and different colours certainly take a bit of getting used to. And I don't like this dark plastic around the headlamps. But that looks a bit better. It's the coupe version. And it's got this really nice glazed rear end that provides a streamlined lines that makes the Roadster look quite attractive. And at the same time provides a lot more luggage space in the back. So that's a more practical car. And I'm definitely a coupe man. The only question is, are these Smart Roadsters just fashion accessories? Are they real drivers' cars? I must say I'm much happier sitting inside this Smart Roadster than I was standing looking at it from the outside. It's got a really comfortable driving position with good seats and a nice funky interior to give you a good feeling. I love these little frog-eyed dials. We've got the boost there on the temperature gauge and rev counter and speedo right in front of me. And also this top-of-the-range car, I've got all the luxuries. I've got air conditioning, I've got heated seats, we've got a trip meter down here. It really is a quality car. When you're going slower, you can back off and then listen to your turbocharge whistling away in the back. And in fact, that little turbocharged engine is surprisingly responsive. It gets up and wants to go. Bored out to 700cc, the 3-cylinder power plant now produces 80 bhp and an almost respectable 0 to 60 in 10.9 seconds. But it still only comes with its annoyingly reluctant semi-automatic gearbox. It's a vast improvement on the original Smart ones that drove you all mad. But even so, there's always going to be times when it doesn't do what you want it to do, when you want to change down or when you're turning around trying to grab reverse quickly. Driving-wise, all Smarts now have Mercedes ESP anti-skid control, which seems amazing on cars of this price. But unfortunately, it can always be switched off. In the dry, it doesn't really make that much difference. In fact, all the Smart ever really does is understeer, and if you go into a corner a bit too quick, it will push wide at the front. So you probably might as well leave it switched on. It hasn't got the classic sports car handling, but it is an awful lot of fun, much more fun than I thought it would be. It's got to be taken seriously. Right-hand drive versions hit the UK in September, with prices starting at around 13.5 grand and rising to 14.5 for the fully spec'd up coupe. And so to the end of our little Portuguese adventure, where this Smart Roadster has turned out to be something of a surprise. It's certainly a lot more sports car than it is fashion accessory, and sure to provide plenty of funky fun to all sorts of generations. Sadly, though, it's not quite for me, because I just can't get used to that ugly snout, nor, improved though it is, could I ever live with that gearbox.